All right, welcome in everybody. We are live for week 4, season 11 of BearCave Games. If you are not familiar, this is the SFA A Online Dynasty ran entirely through Discord. You don't need the game. You coach, you recruit, set depth charts. You can also play things like fantasy football or compete in like March Madness pools, that sort of thing for player rewards. If interested, check the description in any of our descriptions or whatever to join. We are affiliated on Twitch, so if you do watch live, you will have ads unless you subscribe with your Twitch Prime. Any proceeds made from this channel go directly back to the coaches if they win a national championship. But yeah, we are ready for BearCave. Let me know if you can hear me. B-Dog already saying hit tails and kick. He is the first game up for BearCave. A couple wild games. We had Washington lose to Wyoming. All right, perfect. Thank you, Dogwater. These stupid emotes still aren't approved by Twitch, so I'm not sure what's going on because I can't even use them or anything. They sold this stupid little, waiting for. So, all right. So if you are not familiar, this is the first week where my game is not in the BearCave stream or on game day. So how we go about doing these is I simulate it live on stream. This is how I simulate every game. The Dynasty itself is on autosave. So this is how we do it. I'm going to sim my game right now. So I press sim this game. Press OK, and it's saved. So no touchdowns for Heimlich Heisenberg. That is tough. I actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rushing touchdowns. Poor Navy. I'm sorry that I had to do you like that. But yeah, so that's how my games are simmed, and how everyone's. Terry got a player of the game. If you had Vanilla Vic in fantasy football, I don't know why I picked Heimlich Heisenberg. Of course, he isn't going to score when I want him to. But yeah, so my game's done. He's on the brink. He's on the brink of breaking a record. Obviously, there's going to be a few weeks of toughness for him to break through. So yeah, let's see. Oh, Pinstripe, I don't think I sent you my Tutty Tally. Hold up before we start. Let me pick a receiver. I don't think I sent it. Alright, what's a game here where I know there's a receiver? Alright, we're gonna go Davis Holman. Here we go. Davis Holman, Illinois. Remember, fantasy football is the one you can't send late. Okay. All right, so let's get started. He said tails kick for Southern Miss. Here we go. We love us some BearCave games. Triple option versus triple option. All right, let's get on into it here. Week 4. Pretty much the last week of the main out-of-conference games. This is a beautiful stadium. Spent a lot of time here doing my own Dynasty challenges with Army. Now, both of these teams are without starting running backs. Tybo Rogers out, and then Henley out for Army. So, Two teams that rely heavily on a ton of different backs, so we'll see how it goes. I think Southern Miss has definitely underperformed so far this year. Army starts out with a field goal. All right. So pretty slow start. Obviously, both these teams' defenses should be very good at stopping the other. But Southern Miss, 2-score lead. Okay, Southern Miss, pop off. Remember, they have that 5-star. Who's It's Dreaming? I don't know who your team is. Oh, my. B-Dog popping off. Who's It's Dreaming? I don't know who that is. All right, well, let's see how Southern Miss just did. So Peyton Hillis got a touchdown. All right, someone did pick a Peyton Hillis in fantasy. Oh, Peyton Hillis with 2 tutties. Let's go. Somebody went crazy for the Peyton Hillis. Oh, he must have gotten a receiving touchdown. Nice. I still don't know who It's Dreaming is. All right, here's Kemp. Major Cash, he put as his starting fullback. So, yeah, all right. Game 1 in, Southern Miss smoked them. Bad day to be in the service. Yeah, all 3 lost. D. Dowis had a nice day as well. Always got to get my screenshot here. If you check the BearCave channel in the server, it will show you. But next up here, we have Missouri and Arkansas. And also, I just got to remember to switch to somebody who's on a bye before I go into your games. Or go into game day. Who's on a bye? Nobody's on a bye. We'll just go to Fink because he's already played his game. All right. Missouri and Arkansas. 2 users. Arkansas once again coming off another smack of Colorado. Ranked Colorado. They just own them in the sim apparently. Grady, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Tails and kick. Grady's here. All right. Grady, who actually today has a great chance at winning the whole March Madness bracket. He's 1-0 on the year. Macon came back, so he doesn't have to use Siggins quite yet. So tails and kick, and then Coach Bohr, who's last week. His team normally sucks, but he knocked off Colorado. Also, they have a SFA wide receiver as well now. So let's see how it works for Mizzou. And Arkansas starts out. They have a really good rushing team. All right, so low scoring once again here. Missouri, back-to-back tutties here. Halftime, 14-7. Arkansas ties it up, and they take a lead, but they settle for the field goal. All right, here we go. And an interception in the red zone. That is not what you want. Down 3. And a fumble. So back-to-back drives stunted for Missouri. And Arkansas capitalizes now. Up 2 scores, so we can't jump in. And they now take a 3-score lead, and it's a little too late. Missouri just completely choked that last 4th quarter. And that's not going to win you many games. We had Butts here. That's not an SFA player. Just a disastrous second half there. Making 2 picks, 94 overall. Taj Butts, somehow that's not an SFA player. Julius Dickens, the SFA player, 4 for 30. Can't scoff at that. It's just those last-second turnovers just cannot do that. Obviously, our bottom line today is all Buffalo, pretty much. You got Stabler and the True Blue. Got to get my... All right, who is up next? Okay, so this is actually a game I'm very excited for on BearCave. We got Kentucky and Coastal Carolina. Kentucky, probably so far the surprise of the season. I believe they're 3-0. 16th in the country. And then Coastal coming off 9 touchdowns for Irons. Oh, cool, it worked, because I was in a rush. I didn't have time to make one for Georgia Southern, so we'll take it. Just imagine there's a golden eagle there, or a JSO eagle. All right, we're here on the turquoise turf. Is Kentucky for real? That is the question. I don't think so. I kind of think they're going to get embarrassed. But Kentucky has a lot of SFA players. Well, not a lot, but a few. So does Coastal. All right, here we go. Are we going to finally get to see some Irons gameplay? All right, back and forth to start it out. Nothing going for either side. We know Kentucky wants to run the football. Coastal starts out. And now Kentucky responds, and another quick touchdown. All right, Kentucky, you might be on the ropes here. Okay, they respond. Fourth quarter, 1 possession game. Here we go. Next possession. That stalled out, so we're just going to go play by play now till we get to the 2-minute mark. CJ Irons was sacked. 4th down. All right, we're going to jump in now here. CJ Irons debut, the SFA quarterback. They need to go 80 yards and immediately throws that one away. CJ Irons, not as great of a day as last week where he had 9 throwing touchdowns. That's all right. There's a lot of unnecessary malice in the community towards the Irons clan. I don't know why. Fakes a handoff, dumps that off over the middle, and that's going to be a modest 7 yards. I've never seen more than 9. I thought it was crazy that Kiko had 8 in week 2. But this season and in all my test streams, even before I imported all the SFA players to figure out the schedule, there were some nutty passing performances. So I think it's just a product of the sim and the universally low cornerback ratings right now in our dynasty. And yeah, they got forced to punt, so now we got to see Kentucky, see if they can pull this one out. We might get to see Hazelnut, the fullback. This is a team that after they lost their coach, we thought they were not going to be good. They do a quick wide receiver screen, and they get the blocks. Dekel Crowdis, what a name. And another one, and that's going to be picked. No, Bo Weasley dropped it. Mark Harris blindly threw it. They thought they could go back to Crowdis. Oh, my, that was the game. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a fumble as well. All right, 3rd and 1. They bring the blitz, and that was a laser back to Crowdis, and that's a fresh set of downs. All right, another wide open man, this time the tight end. And now they're inside, or not inside 20, but threatening the red zone. Plenty of time, 2 timeouts, probably in field goal range. This is looking like a Kentucky win right now. They're taking off. Harris up the middle, plenty of room. He's going to go. He trucks a man inside the 5. Mark Harris is a grown man. At this point, if you're Coastal, you want to start taking those timeouts or let them score. Fullback time, no. Hazelnut, number 42, lined up at tight end. He's in motion. Look at the man. The lead blocker. Touchdown, Kentucky, Javon Fields. "20 seconds left. When I tell you, when there is an SFA fullback available, if I'm giving up a slot to a fullback, they're going to be a monster. All right. Can Coastal come back here? I mean, I make them all look like that too. Like just full out equipment with the monster neck roll. All right, 20 seconds. Are we going to see something like the tragedy in Tucson here on the turf? Once again, mid-screens aren't going to help you, my guy. Jared Brown for 5. Second and 5. Luckily, they have all their timeouts. There you go. He airs it out in a beautiful connection. He breaks one. Oh, Nicholas Trishifi body gets out of bounds. So now they're easily in Hail Mary range. That was huge. They have 2 shots to the end zone. No, ASU is in Tempe. They're dumping it off to the running back. And he goes out of bounds, Montrell Johnson. So they wanted to get just a few inches closer. 1 play. We're going to get a Hail Mary. Is this BearCave going to be nuts or what? 36 yards out. CJ Irons trips right. Clean pocket. He yams it deep. And it's picked. And they're going to bring it the other way. The running back's going to knock him down. And Kentucky moves to 4-0. What a win. They go into Coastal, and they come out with a victory. I think everyone's picked against them in every single one of their games. We just got to realize Kentucky might be good. Is this Season 1 Kentucky where they made the playoff? 4-0. Could they get to the top 10 this week? All right, next up we got Texas at South Carolina. So Dave, let me know if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. If not, then I'll give it to Zach. He'll get to choose. All right, let's take a quick look at the scoring summary. Not a lot of touchdowns. CJ Irons, 2 tutties. Obviously, that last pick doesn't really count. Only 13 yards on the ground. That's not going to help you. And then Kentucky, who got Mark Harris. No carries for Hazelnut, but he did get 3 receptions. And then who got the interception? It was Love It. All right, so De La O is an SFA player, so it wasn't him. All right, next up, though, we got Texas and South Carolina, so I don't see Dave. So, Zach, if you get to choose kick or receive. See, Dogwater, that's how you're supposed to defend a Hail Mary. All right, Zach wants to kick. Welcome in, D-Sleep. You almost took down Michigan State 2 weeks in a row where you were competitive with a much better team. So that should definitely be a confidence builder. All right, South Carolina, here we go. A heartbreaker against Texas A&M a few weeks ago, or was that last week? I don't even remember. Both teams in the thick of the awful SEC schedule, and we obviously saw Georgia go down as well. The SEC, this is where they start to eat each other alive. Dave versus Zach. Yeah, for sure you want to get one of those wins. The Conference of Cannibals. That is a lovely acronym. All right, we're here. Cox out. Hashtag Go Gamecocks. Let's see what happens here. All right, quick tutty for a scar. Texas ties it up. 7-7. A lot of kind of lower score games on today's BearCave. Just I say that, South Carolina takes a 2-score lead into the break. Can Texas battle back? No, they're down 3 scores now. Coach Dave on the ropes. And a dropped pass on 4th down. And a punt and a touchdown return on a punt. Texas just shitting their pants today. All right, quick touchdown, but it's probably a little bit too late. Coach Dave has a lot of rebuilding to do. Down 16 here. Did not get that ball back, and it is over. Waters, an 80-yard pass. Waters, a run. Waters again. This Waters guy popped off. Then you get a punt return. Yeesh. Maurice Young got back in there, though. Gaither, after throwing that last game away, he has an okay game here. Kevin Waters, dude, going nutty. All right. Texas, let's see. Frank Beamer had a pick. Love to see that. Sonny Myers, tackle for loss. Larry Durbin, not that bad of a game, but, you know, when your defense can't stop anything, well, there's nothing you can do. This Maurice Young guy is really good. A redshirt freshman just pops off in big moments. So I guess your quarterback is a good sim guy. It's when we watch him when he starts sucking ass. All right, so no crazy drama today so far. I mean, we had a Hail Mary opportunity, but it really wasn't that great of an attempt. But now we get to the Sickos game of the week. Rutgers and Arizona. Oh, is Kenzie dreaming? X-dreaming or whatever? Kenzie, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. And before we get into this game, get your bobinas out. We got predictions. So, today's we're going to go over-under on Josh Gamara interceptions. And I'm setting it at a modest 1.5. I wanted to set it at 4.5, but you know. So will he throw more than... Will he throw 2 or more picks? So, minute prediction here. Babana's out. All right, Dogwater, bet your entire budget on the under, and I will gladly watch it go to everyone else. But we have a submitted ad. We have the BearCave ad from Arizona themselves. Last week, he called it his shot. It really didn't go all that well. He lost on a Hail Mary. This week, he's calling his shot again, seeing as he beheaded the Rutgers mascot in the Scarlet Knight. So, we're going to see if it's if calling your shot 2 weeks in a row is going to be good. All right. What is it? What is it? It's heads or tails, kick or receive. It's streaming. What is it? Kenzie, heads or tails? Kick or receive? Okay, a very even poll here. Kenzie, I've asked you 100 times. If I don't get that answer here by the time I get to the coin toss, kick if I win toss. I can't. I already chose Kenzie because I know he's here. So I can't control the Arizona Wildcats. We're back here in Tucson a week after the tragedy to the Fighting Illini. There's still a bunch of used tissues in the stands. They didn't clean them up. Wait. Hold up. I bet for crying. All right, I don't see anything. Heads and kick. All right, here we go. Quick touchdown for Arizona. All right, a 10-point lead after 1. Rutgers, come on, get back in it. There they go. They get back into it. And a touchdown right before halftime. You hate those. Those are some ball busters. Third quarter now, up 17. Can Rutgers battle back? All right, they get a touchdown, but extra point no good. So still an 11-point game here. And a fumble. All right, we got to let them cook. We're getting down here. Can they score? And they do. 2 minutes left. Is this another Arizona chond? Here we go. 2nd and 5. 3 timeouts left for Rutgers. Oh my God. Here we go. Can Arizona get it done? They're running clock. Josh Gamara. Rocker. They're gonna throw it. He's yamming that deep and he connects. And there's a fumble. And Rutgers recovers. Gamara lasers it in there. The tight end caught it, but he fumbled immediately. And Rutgers has the ball. Oh my God. Dog Waters in shambles. Rutgers has the ball. Second week in a row, we've seen a ridiculous fumble. All right, Rutgers, what can they do? Castle was on the tackle here. He lasers that wide open man, and that is Rashad Mendenhall, the tampered running back from Arkansas State. He's had himself a great start to the season. Matt Campbell, according to HRS, has had one of the best performances of the season. Let's see if he can do another down 3, still 3 timeouts at the 50-yard line. Plenty of time and a beautiful throw there. Rose could not get to Tim Ricks. Fresh set of downs. Rutgers trying to make the 17-point comeback here live on BearCave in the Sickos game of the week. Another one. Desmond Waters. Dude, Gamara threw that so hard that the dude's arms were probably numb, and that's why he fumbled. That thing was a laser. All right, 2 tight ends. They're going to run it now with Rashad Mendenhall up the middle. He breaks a tackle, and that was a save. Oh, baby, Poe Castle on the tackle, saving a touchdown. Inside the 20 now. 47 seconds. Field goal ties, a touchdown wins. Hands it off again. Rashad Mendenhall, and Rose comes out of nowhere. That corner. Or no, that's Terrace Torres. Which one is Rose? I thought 41 was Rose. Yes, we are in clenched butthole minutes. 2nd and 7. Empty set, Campbell. A beautiful pocket. He connects. Sean Munnerly, 3rd and 2. Still 1 timeout left. They're going to hurry it up. 3rd and 2. Plenty of time to run the play you want. Touchdown wins it. Over the middle, they connect. The rub route. Desmond Waters again. But you only have 1 timeout now, so it's full hurry up. Come on, call the QB draw, please. 1st and goal. And he's lasering that to the back of the end zone. Touchdown! No, there's a flag. Illegal touching on Tim Ricks. Arizona lives to fight another day. The ISU. The blue square is screwing him. Illegal touching. Where's Ron when you need him? Matt Campbell. Over the middle of this time, it's a touchdown. Desmond Waters takes the lead. The Desert Storm. Where are you, my guy? That was the softest defense I've ever seen. 13 seconds left. 13 seconds. Where have I seen that before? Oh, God. Arizona, what are they going to do? We got to see who fumbled that. That man is getting the biggest. That man's getting immediately thrown in the portal. All right, split backs. Interesting decision here. Gamara overthrown. 4 seconds left. Basically the same situation as Illinois last week on this very same field. 72 yards is how far they need to go. Alan Lazard, Mike Wishbone in the slot. How far can Gamara throw it? And it's not even close! And Rutgers is going to win the game! Arizona chokes a 17-point fourth quarter lead! Oh my God. What a crazy game. 2 weeks in a row, a tough home loss. Tucson is cursed. Who fumbled this? Tally! It was Tally who fumbled. The man who caught the beautiful throw from Gamara on the touchdown last week to get him down to the 1. I cannot wait for the Dogwater Chronicles. Heads and receive for Mike. Okay. So Tally, who somehow saved the game for them, the following week ruins it. Waters just wide open the back of the end zone. And Dogwater even got the help of the illegal touching. I will say, for the first time ever, I agreed with the illegal touching call. That man was so far out of bounds. All right, but the real question is the Babanaz. So, all right, Campbell. Rashad Mendenhall, no touchdowns for him. But still plenty of yardage. That should be a good week. All right, Arizona. Poe Castle, 10 touchdowns. McQueen. And Gamara, no interceptions. Okay. Rocker had a fumble. So if you bet the under, you made some money. Let's get that going here. The under hit. So the turnovers didn't come out. It was just the choking. You're not going to get a perfect Josh Allen stat line every week, unfortunately. All right. So now we are on to the right side of the games. The big boys. We got AZ. Fumbling twice in the fourth quarter. You love to see it. Yes, so Mike is away team, so heads in receive. Unfortunately, I can't pick Flames, so we always just go with the away team because you get more of a choice. He's ACC, yeah. All right, this is going to be a fun one because Illinois, definitely a little overrated, and then we still don't really know all that much about Georgia Tech. They had a pretty close loss week 1, so we really don't know much about this team if they're back or not. And we still don't know about Illinois, especially after the game we just watched. And it's raining here in Illinois. Oh, boy. The Arizona Tears followed them back home. I'd love there to be a fumble slider, but no, there isn't. Mango's calling Illinois by a million. I mean, all right, what do you say? He said heads and receive. Dogwater, you might want to stop calling your shot before a game. That's probably what's toasting you. All right, here we go. Georgia Tech and Illinois. Mike versus Flame. What is going to happen here? And a long run somehow that didn't result in a touchdown. I'm not sure what happened there. A goal line stand probably. And 3 points put up by Illinois. This is a true... Oh, did we have a... I think we had a safety. So a sickos game going on here in Illinois. 10-9 at halftime. Things are going fast. Illinois. Georgia Tech, they did not get the 2-point conversion. And to start, 4th down and 10, and they run it, and they don't get it. All right, so still down 2. We probably are in a scoregami territory here. Okay, all right, things are going crazy. An interception here. So we're going to sim one play at a time now. Schroeder has the ball, 4th and 1. And they decide to punt it. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Illinois, Samari Collins. Yeah, Mike Allstott is their power back. They have Doug Chonkla, SFA player, and then Mike Allstott. But I think that's Allstott back there, so... Yeah, it is. So Chonkla might be out of this game. And Georgia Tech, did they stop him? No, they give him the 1st down. Oh, no. And Tim Miles is in. Oh, my, dude. People are getting hurt at alarming rates. So the starting quarterback, once again, seems to be out of this game. And they do have Pee Wee. So Allstott now. He gets tackled. Mike Allstott, 9 rushes for 13 yards and a touchdown. You love to see it. Yeah, Pee Wee transferred. But Flame is force starting him, so that is nice. but definitely not encouraging for Illinois. This is the second game this week where Samari Collier didn't finish the game. 3rd and 7, last chance for Georgia Tech. Over the middle, Pee Wee Hop is inches short. Speaking of the devil, he's had a great game, but of course his height comes back into play. Shades of Bradford Blazer against Baylor. If you just had 1 or 2 more inches in height, you might have gotten that first down. So Georgia Tech's going to get the ball back, not with much time left, but we're going to get to see something happen. Come on, fake punt. All right, we are going to get to see a return here. DJ St. Julian, the SFA player, for 10. A very close game here, 48 seconds, no timeouts. And that was Guy Beard, SFA punter. So a beautiful punt. All right, so what is the calls for a triple option team when you don't really have many deep throws in your repertoire? Their best receiver is definitely going to be Leo Blackburn. Marco Schroeder, decent day. They've had to throw because they've been behind. That looks to be Todd Ward's in the backfield. He's yamming it. That was a beautiful throw, and he connects with Nick Greenwood. All right, Georgia Tech moving the ball a little bit. 7-minute quarters. That's my main. I mean, we have a lot of high-scoring games as well. All right, dumps it off, and DJ St. Julian for 7, but the time is running. St. Julian having one hell of a game here. Easily the best game of his career. They are going to spike it. Wasting a ton of time. Not sure what they're doing. Georgia Tech. I don't know what are they trying to do here. Georgia Tech. Oh, Coach Mike, what's happening? And they're going to spike it with 2 seconds left. I guess they thought they were close enough. They wanted one chance at the end zone. Dogwater, they just wanted to make sure there was no time on the clock. That's what the call was there. All right, Schroeder, let's see if he can get it to the end zone. He yams it, and it's intercepted. And Illinois holds on in back-to-back thrillers. Brutal way to go 0-2. Vince Wilfork had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Yeah, I was thinking that, Dogwater. Imagine if they got the tie with the safety. If he would have broken that tackle, it would have had a chance. So Pee Wee Hop's lack of height ended up not mattering. Tough way to go out, but very encouraged by the quarterback play. Definitely a improvement over how Joe Webb was playing last year. Dude, they had a defensive tackle back there covering. That could have been bad. 17-15. That very well could be some scoregami. Somebody wants to check the page. Otherwise, we'll find out probably tomorrow. All right, let's take a look. Yep, so Georgia Tech got a safety. Then Leo Blackburn had a big catch. Pee Wee Hop himself had a big catch. Allstott got a run. But the question remains, is Doug Chonkla now? Wait, let's see. So Todd Ward's, he had 5 carries, 9 yards. Definitely not that amazing. DJ St. Julian having a great season. And then Dictator, 18 tackles and 8 tackles for loss. This man is broken. Holy shit. Dictator. What a game. 8 tackles for loss, none of them sacks. And then you have Nickel Boone. Chandler Jones, only 3 tackles. And let's check Illinois here. So Samari Collier probably played about half the game. Doug Chonkla as well probably played about half the game. And then Pee Wee Hop and Eddie Royal. And my pick for Tutty Tally did not hit. Davis Holman skunked. Now on the defense side, Vince Wilfork, 2 sacks. And then the pick for Mike Sapp. Dictator is a monster. All right, so 3 more games incoming here. So, who would have thought we would have ever seen a Pee Wee Hop player of the game? That is hilarious. For those of you new coaches who don't know, Pee Wee Hop was like a decent 1 or 2 star recruit who went to Iowa State. And then the game decided to transfer him away from Iowa State to Illinois for playing time. But then this man was so buried on that depth chart, like I'm talking like 7th. And then he went like -5 in progression and just completely ruined him. Yeah, definitely some tough results today. All right, but we have a fun one coming up now. San Diego State and Iowa State. Kiko Strong having a strong start to the season. Hawk, are you here? Heads or tails, kick or receive? I'm going to give you a few seconds. Otherwise, I'll give it to Ron because I know he's here. I haven't seen any Hawk talk yet today. That 99 offense for Iowa State. All right, I don't see Hawk. So, Ron, kick or receive? Kick. All right, perfect. I will say we've seen some, I'm not going to say good defense, passable defense for Iowa State. The first time in 3 years we've really seen him able to play any sort of decent. I'm not going back to look at Lazard's stats. You're going to have to wait. That DM, remember, any stats or anything like the people who wanted to see McBurnfinger's injury rating, you need to DM me that stuff because I won't remember it if you just throw it out in general. Just DM me. That's basically my to-do list, is I just leave those unread. So just DM me something and I'll get it to you within 24 hours typically. But Jack Trice Stadium, one of the most beautiful stadiums in the country, in my biased opinion. And Iowa State wants to kick. Got the one eye black for the white boy. Interesting. All right, here we go. Taylor Keithman versus San Diego State. Or for San Diego State. Nothing here in this first quarter. Iowa State breaks through. All right, so an interesting first quarter for sure. 2 scores now. And Iowa State's defense once again coming up clutch. Oh, we got a fumble there. 4-score lead. Oh, my. Dude, if I hit on my Kiko pick, preseason pick, I'm going to be so happy. 35-0. Hawk is getting smoked. He's getting ran out of the stadium here. Are they going to make it 42? No. I don't know why I'm just going to end the game. 5 scores. There's no way San Diego State comes back. Are they going to score? Are they going to get the shutout? Oh, they break the shutout. 35-7. Stephen Moore, SFA. Oh my God, Stephen Moore. No one picked him for fantasy football. The SFA tight end popped off. That matchup, that is one of the most unlikely things to happen because San Diego State's linebackers are so good. Kiko Strong, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, Harvey, decent. Stephen Moore. Okay, he wasn't crazy on the yardage, but 4 tutties. Jeff Pimpton. So the 2 tight end sets are killing him. 2 SFA players here combined for 15 receptions and 227 yards. Who said recruiting SFA tight ends wasn't worth it? This Philip Willis guy keeps going off. Stevie Scumbag, decent. Chaz Weber doing well. Interception from Harrison Smith. He should be an ECU Pirate. Barry Bumpus. Just, they're actually doing what they're supposed to do. 3 picks for Haskell. Definitely not what you want to see. Only 10 carries for Taylor Keefe, but they got behind so quickly they just had to throw it. Oscar Fryer, not that great of a day. Just a terrible... Let's check the defense. Mo Alley may have not gotten a catch. So that could be injury, or sometimes, like, what I've noticed is when a guy gets like that focused in the sim, sometimes it leaves other guys without catches. Because it's just like that guy then becomes the first read, right? And they're popping off. Stephen Moore. Welcome. Is the anyone see if the Kansas State game is close, or are they blowing out FAU? All right, now we have a rare occurrence. Actually, not that rare, but kind of rare for normally this early in the season. I just didn't feel like there was really any other like great games to put on that wouldn't be oversaturating the stream with one conference. But we got Miami and Syracuse. Syracuse probably should be ranked. Remember, Miami does not have Mark Liu here. Miami does not have Mark Liu. So they're on the backup quarterback against a pesky Syracuse team. FAU up 4. God damn! Dude, and how crazy is it that San Diego State, FAU, Creighton, or Kansas State is guaranteed to play in a national championship? I mean, obviously, it's going to be Texas, Gonzaga, or UConn who end up winning the whole thing, but it's still fun to think about. Nice. So we're here in the Dome. Syracuse has a lot of SFA players. Miami, just as many. So Miami primed off of their heads with Latina juice. Liu, I don't think Liu is back, even though he's in the coin toss. I know the game's weird about that. So, nope, Van Dyke is in. And a safety, our second safety of the day. And Syracuse starts out just obliterating these guys. Miami, what are you doing? All right, they add 3. Come on, get a pity touchdown. Okay, so down 13 here at halftime. And a quick touchdown. Oh my God, Miami is getting blown the fuck out. Syracuse. Whoo. Okay, I did not see this one coming. Finally a touchdown, but oh my God. I mean, I know these Syracuse players are good, but they just haven't played that well the last couple of seasons. And 44-16. So a safety, Corey Burke, of course, popping off, SFA player. And then Kelvin Benjamin, SFA player, Dexter McCluster, Corey Burke again. If you pick Corey Burke, I don't think anyone did. God, and then Henley, the backup. What a tough game. Tyler Van Dyke, obviously the backup. Melvin Gordon, who's, I think, been the fantasy leader in points. 16 total yards. Definitely not. Allen Robinson getting it done. And then on the defensive side, we've seen Corey Flagg his whole career. Nothing crazy. Sandejo, only 1 tackle. All right, let's see. This is probably the best game of DeAndre Wilkinson's career. Easily. Dexter McCluster having a decent game. Wide receiver wise, decent job. Obviously, Charlie Hinton is an SFA player as well. Fergus Sinclair, right on his way to another Team of the Year, 11 pancakes. Dewey Deeks getting involved. So this is a team who's not going to be good for very long. So the window for Syracuse is definitely closing. So that is a impressive victory. They're for sure going to get ranked now. All right. So one more game for BearCave here. Definitely a lot of surprises today. All right, Nick, heads or tails, kick or receive. Actually, you're at home, so it's just kick or receive. But we got number 1 versus number 2. And I'm finally going to remember to put out the poll for this one. I keep forgetting the last couple weeks on this one, so my bad. The game thought this should have been game day. All right. So no spreads or anything. This is just who wins. Who's going to be number 1? Because Georgia... Damn it, Florida. I don't think I'll run out of arguments against Tennessee this week. I'll have to rank them number 1. It's Ishar o'clock. All right, get those bobinas out. You got 1 minute here. I don't know. Last week definitely answered a lot of my questions about this Tennessee team. The one thing every time I think about them is winning by 7 over UNLV at home, and you had to rely on 61 passes from Ishar. Like, I just didn't think it was sustainable. But that last game, they kept them completely clean against a pretty much all SFA defensive line. 10K going on one team. I don't know who that team is. Is 10K going on Tennessee? 18K on Tennessee? Is that right? I can't see which is which. I can't see the split. $18K on Tennessee. So those brave souls that went for Florida. Now, if you guys remember last season, Tennessee lost because of a missed extra point. So Lou Ishire here at home. We're in Rocky Top. Florida made the playoff last year, obviously. Tennessee won the Citrus Bowl. Georgia lost earlier today, but now they got a pesky Kentucky here in the division. This is a tough division, man. This division's going to eat themselves up. Definitely the much better division than the other side. It was under on interceptions. And Pinstripe, you should go rewatch that Arizona game. It was hilarious. Neyland Stadium, 1 versus 2. All right, Nick would like to kick. Will Lou Ishire take his team to 4-0? First quarter, here we go. 1 versus 2 and a stalled out drive and a Florida touchdown to start it out. Nothing else in the first. And a quick score here and another safety, the third safety of the BearCave. In Tennessee now takes a 6-point lead at halftime. So if Rick had safeties on his BearCave bucket list or whatever, his reverse sheep, that would have been a great call. So now we're kind of stalling back out. Tennessee goes up 2 scores. And a 4th down incompletion. Tennessee has a chance to run away with this. They do not. Still up 2 scores, so I cannot watch it or anything. They go up 20. Florida, can they battle back here? .49 field goal, no good by Mr. Miranda. All right, 1-score game. We're going to get to watch the onside kick. No timeouts remaining, though, so it's all on the onside kick now. So the onside kick. Can Florida somehow battle back here? And no, that is caught. And I believe that's Miles Campbell. No, Julian Nixon. So this game is going to end, and Tennessee is going to be number 1. You got to watch them kneel it out. Hopefully they run a play. Run a real play. Please, run a real play. Damn it. Line was 4.5. And it was 6. Love to see it. And there it is. Dang, I wanted the Florida recovery. That would have been fun. Because it was setting up to where he was going to lose by 1 point again. All right, let's see how they did. So, quick touchdown. An Ishire run? Sometimes the game glitches out. You miss a score or whatever. I think that was the safety, though. Beach got a touchdown. Campbell again. So Campbell is probably going to be still in the Heisman race. He is simming very well. Ishire, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Cardale Jones, not much this week. Miles Campbell popping off. Miles Campbell through the air popping off. This man is a sim monster. Now on the defensive side, couple of sacks. Del Rio had a good game. Eric Johnson didn't do anything. All right. So that's going to wrap up a BearCave. I mean, to get a Heisman, you need like 20 plus touchdowns and about 2,000 total yards. And I think he's already at 11 touchdowns now with that. Or maybe he's at 10 now. So we'll see. The fact that the game already recognizes him is kind of crazy. All right, so that is going to wrap up BearCave here. So all the people, you're not going to make a lot of babanas. That's all right. You picked the right prediction. So take all of Dogwater's money. And before we exit BearCave here, obviously, as is tradition, I got to make sure there's only one game remaining. Georgia Southern and Buffalo. There we go. Week 5 now, so take a look at what you would like for game day. Buffalo, Georgia Tech will not happen. Michigan and Minnesota could be an interesting one. Michigan State, Northwestern as well. That could be a fun one. Southern Miss, TCU, UN. Oh, I get to face Llama next week. Oregon, Arizona State. How about this for game day? Hoo-wee. Central Michigan, are they for real? We still don't really know. Kentucky and Florida, that will be on BearCave, even though it's CPU teams. That will be a fun one. Toledo, Arkansas State. Cal and USC. Ooh, that could be good. Chad Blunt. Love me some Chad Blunt. Oh, Arizona, Cincinnati. How funny would it be if after these 2 weeks of sadness, we get to watch Chad Barber just shit all over Dogwater for a whole game? That would be fun. Ooh, I've never seen this one before. Moonshine Throwdown. That's a product of the revamped team there. Texas at LSU. That should be a fun one. A lot of good games this week. This one, obviously not as good. Wyoming pulled up the epic upset. Rutgers now faces Ohio State on the road. That one should be fun. Dogwater hates his team. Oh man, you should have taken Arizona or Gamara somewhere else when you had the chance. All right, so that is going to end BearCave. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this VOD will be up on YouTube later tonight, and I will be back in about 5-10 minutes for game day. So thank you guys for watching. See you in a few minutes.